So, Amy Pascal, producer over at Sony, says that they are going to, their next big move is to focus more on Spider-Man 4, the one co-produced with Marvel, saying, she's quoted as saying, "We're starting shooting the next Spider-Man movie with Destin Daniel Cretton. He's a wonderful director. I love No Mercy. I love Short Term 12. I love Shang-Chi. I think he did a wonderful job. When the trade, end quote, when the trade put it to her that No Way Home felt like the perfect send-off for the web-slinger, Amy Pascal responded, quote, well, we have to deal with the fact that he decided he's going to give up being Peter Parker. And he was going to focus on being Spider-Man because being Peter Parker was too hard," she teased. That's what the movie is about. Okay, I think I know what she's saying. Like the whole thing with Spider-Man. One of the things. Spider-Man is a very complicated character, but one of the things that makes Spider-Man unique is that he has a secret identity that he has to keep up appearances, right?
Right.
He feels compelled to stop, the beetle, but like can't forget the eggs for Aunt May, right? He's got to remember to do the thing that Aunt May asked him to do. Otherwise, people will find out that he is Spider-Man, right? And they did that whole they found out I was Spider-Man thing before, and then they talked to Doctor Strange, retconned all that shit. If anything, I think it would be more prudent of him to be like, shit, I got to do whatever it takes to keep up appearances,
Right.
if I'm still going to be Spider-Man, right? Because you can't stop being Spider-Man. That shit is addictive, right? Like, I'm a fucking superhero, right? Like, I'm not giving that shit up, right? And I can help people, right? But at the same time, like, I can't let anybody figure out who I am. So the whole idea of giving up being Peter Parker, like, how's that going to work, right? Like, you're just not going to you're not going to have a job? Like,
Yeah.
you're not.
I mean, okay, thinking about how Spider-Man 3 ended, right? The idea that no one knows who he is, right? Like, he has no connection to anyone at this point. Aunt May's dead. All of his friends, his girlfriend, everybody doesn't know who he is. So maybe the idea here is like the only thing that he has, because he's not rooted in any sort of personal relationships at this point. The only thing he has is just being the superhero. And if I'm writing that story, and I'm a no talent ass clown, so it wouldn't be me. But if I was writing that story, then I would focus on the idea that he starts to burn himself out because he has no connection to humanity. Like, his connection to humanity, as I've always seen it, is through his friends, through Aunt May and all of that. That's what kind of keeps him going, right? It keeps him pulling punches. It keeps him from not going too far because he has these people he cares deeply about and understands. When you don't have that connection, what are you, right? Like, in the same way, like I love that fucking psycho from Gotham, right? Like, if that guy is unmoored from reality most of the time, but it's because he has Alfred, and he eventually likes to get his dick wet with like Vicky Vale or whoever, or Catwoman. It's what keeps him a little bit grounded, because if he goes over to the other side and just kind of fully commits to the Batman thing, he's gone, and like that's it. So I think maybe that could be the story of like not kind of falling into that and that being your only thing, like kind of pulling back, because he doesn't have Tony either. Like, he has nothing at this point.
Yeah, he's got nothing. I see that. I can see that. All right, I'll give you that. Maybe he befriends a young Black Rican child, and maybe that is his one, tether to humanity.